Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Switch up, switch up. Merlin. Fight two to Mike. Mike fight two. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Value three. 52, Mike 52. That's the pass.
Goff on first down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
76, tell him. 76. 76. Mike 52. Smith. No, check that.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the curl. Check three. Maverick.
Out of the gun, Goff. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Don't be scared of it. Check it back. Check it back.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short.
Hey, tight left. Tight ends left. Everyone, you got 4. Tell.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's John Simon with a sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit... their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Here's Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
17. Go. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Goff now to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note, exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
At their own 25-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Cook. Cook able to escape, and he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
30 base. Hey, Charlie. Protein spill. We got double up. Kill. Hey, alert 3.
First down, here's the run with Cook. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Got it. X3. 218. Chop.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Now. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You ain't going nowhere. Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
In your face. Check nine, check nine. Showing it, showing it. Let's go.
Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Let's go. 10-2 saw. 54. Line 54. Bring it. Bring it. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch twist. Watch twist. Ready?
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense.
Brandon Cooks. And that's complete to Cooks. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place, We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Ringo. Come on, baby. Let's see what you... Hey, Alpha. You draw Corker.
2nd and 2. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play.
And the Vikings first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You got three down. Hey, Orville.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, echo.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Rock it.
They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
61, matchbox flight. Check 24, check 24. 25, check 25, check 25. Check 3. Recon, 132 fighter. 5.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Rams' 45-yard line.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game You think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check. Fresh up there.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And an alley to run. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. On second down, Cook. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Hey, Haywood. Give me that ball, defense. Mike 6. Mike 6. Arnie. Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Five. Mike 6.
Gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Uncorks one for Davis. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
On the Hail Mary. Results in a 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Get ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
6-6. Pull it high. Right there. Look. Squeeze.
Again, it's Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 19-yard line. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, one. Slam. City weapon. Whip. Five.
Now back to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They come out here in the I.
Jump. Look at me. Zipper.
They'll run with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They try again with Cook. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Watch out. Watch twist. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
34 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he was on great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, switch! Hey, God!
Goff now looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. Woo-hoo! He's checking. Crash.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught by Watkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down, Minnesota.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
You got tight. You got
They run the counter with Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Down. 70, Indy. Bravo. Hey, man. Watch out.
2nd and 14. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
The 2nd down pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Big stop. Hey, Delta. 41's coming. 41's a mark.
Ready? Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They run it again with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
General West. Hey, they scared. Check 13. Check 13. Check. Hey, Wahoo. Check.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now Goff on first down. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff flushed out right. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
52 right here. No chance. Maverick. Mike 52. Hey, keep it. Go.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Going up top for Kupp. Oh, wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
What? 20. 6. I got one. Hey, 76.
From the red zone now, Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Check who draw Parker.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Go. Motion. Reset. Mike 44.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, 5.
Pick up the ball. Check 24.
Hey, Charlie.
Gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, here's Goff. And that will be incomplete.
And I think what Bob is saying, go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, high 7.
Check Mike 6. Come to the
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.